Okay, in this lesson today, we're looking at customary measurements, which are inches, feet, yards, and miles, and we're converting them. So we might be taking it like 12 inches and converting it to feet, like 12 inches equals 1 feet, or 24 inches equals 2 feet. We could be converting from yards to inches. So you need to be thinking, are we moving from a smaller unit to a larger unit, or from a larger unit to a smaller unit? Okay, so what this is showing me right here is that this right here is an inch. So 12 inches equals 1 foot. So I can move each one of these out. So see, that's an inch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 inches equals 1 foot. Okay, so let's practice converting some things. If we have 1 foot, how many inches is that? You and your partner discuss that. I can move this over, and I know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. So, what is happening there? What we're simply doing is multiplying by 12. Let's look at the next one. 3 feet equals how many inches? Okay, well, let's think about that for a second. So we're actually, in this particular problem right here, we're moving from feet to inches. Okay, so this unit, feet, is larger than inches. So if we know, if you look at your star conversion chart and it shows you that 12 inches equals 1 foot, well then what you're going to have to do is to take 12 and multiply that times 3, and you would get 36. So in 3 feet, we slide this over, it equals 36 inches. So what did we do? We multiplied by 12. Okay, our next problem. We have 5 feet and we want to convert that to inches. Okay, on your chart it shows you that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. Okay, so on my paper what I'm thinking is this. I have 5 feet and I want to know how many inches that is. Well, I know that in 1 foot that equals 12 inches. So if I'm moving from a large unit to a small unit, I'm going to multiply. So I can multiply 12 times 5 and get 60. Okay, so 5 feet converted to inches is 60 inches. And all I had to do was multiply by 12. Okay, our next problem, I have 2 feet 4 inches. And I want to convert all of that into only inches. Okay, so look at your star chart. How many inches are in a foot? Okay, 12. So I'm going to take my feet and I'm going to convert them to inches by using this right here. Okay, so I have 2 feet if I multiply 2 times 12, I get 24 inches. But I have to add 4 more inches on for this right here. So 24 plus 4 equals, slide this over, 28 inches. Okay, so what did we do? We multiplied by 12, then we added 4. My fonts are just not coming up right here. No, can't fix it. So we multiplied by 12, then we added 4. Okay, let's look at this one. 4 feet, 7 inches. If we want to convert all of this to inches, the very first thing that I have to do is to convert this part, 4 feet. Okay, so look at your chart. There are 12 inches in 1 foot. So if I have 4 feet, I'm going to multiply that by 12. Okay, so 12 times 4. You should work this in your jam journal and see what you get. 12 times 4 is 48. But now I have to add these 7 other inches on. So 48 plus 7 equals 55. 55 inches. Move this over, 55 inches. So what did we do? We multiplied by 12, then we had to add on the 7 other inches. Okay, so now we're going to convert some more here. Okay, we're going to convert now from inches to feet. So now we're going from a small unit to a large unit. And when you go from small to large, then you're going to divide. Sounds funny. It's kind of opposite of what you think in your head. Okay, so if we look at our star chart again, we know that 1 foot, step here, equals 12 inches, correct? I think that will help me solve this problem right here. So if I have 12 inches, and I want to know how many feet that would equal, I'm going to divide 12 by 12, and that equals 1. Okay, so move this over, 1 foot. Okay, well, what did we do? We divided by 12. So look at the next problem. What if I had 24 inches and I want to know how many feet that is? Okay, so using the same formula right here, I have 24 inches, and I want to know how many feet is that. Okay, so I'm going to divide these two numbers right here to figure out my feet. So 24 divided by 12 equals blank. Okay, think backwards if you have to. Blank times 12 equals 24. You should get 2. So 12 inches equals 2 feet. Okay, so what did we do? We divided by 12. Okay, let's try this one. We have 30 inches, and we want to know how many feet that equals. Okay, so if 1 foot equals 12 inches, then 2 feet equals what? Let's erase this piece right here. Okay, so we have 30 inches, and we want to know how many feet is that. Okay, well, I'm not very good at dividing 30 by 12, but that's what you have to do. You have 30, and you want to divide by 12. Okay, well, since I'm not very good at that, I'm going to do repeated subtraction. So 30 minus 12 equals, check 2, 10 minus 2 is 8, 2 minus 1 is 1. I subtract another 12, and I get 6. So I can't subtract another 12, so I've subtracted 12 2 times. So my answer then should be 2 feet 6 inches. Move this over, 2 feet 6 inches. So what did we do? We divided by 12. Okay, so let's convert this. 1 yard to feet. We're moving from a large measurement to a small measurement. So let's see what we're doing. On your star chart, it says that 3 feet equals 1 yard. Okay, so if 1 yard equals 3 feet, what exactly did we do? We multiplied by 3. Should be a 3 there. I don't know why it's not. Okay, well, if we have 3 yards, we want to figure out how many feet that is. We're going to multiply because we're moving from a large measurement to a small measurement. So on your paper, you should multiply 3 yards times 3. You get 9 feet. When you're going from something large to something small, the smaller unit has to get bigger, so you have to multiply. We move that over, we get 9 feet. And let's look and see what we did. We multiplied again by 3. Okay, now here's one that's tricky. You've got yards and feet, and you want to convert it all to feet. So you've got to convert the yards to feet. Okay, so we already know that there are 3 feet in 1 yard. So simply multiply 3 times 3 again, and you get 9 feet. Then add on these 2 feet right here. So 9 plus 2 equals 11. So let's move this over. 11 feet. Okay, on this page we're making more conversions. Look at your star chart. On your star chart it tells you that 1 yard equals 3 feet. Okay, so when you erase here, it equals 3 feet. Okay, well if you have 6 feet, how many yards is that? Okay, so now in this one we have 6 feet, and we want to try to figure out how many yards we have. So 6 feet is smaller than yards, so we're converting from small to large. So we're going to divide 6 feet by 3, because there are 3 feet in 1 yard. So 6 divided by 3 equals 2 yards. But if we wanted to go from feet to inches, we're going to have to multiply. Okay, so if you look right over here, 1 foot equals 12 inches. So if I have 6 feet, how many inches does that equal? Well, 1 changes to 6 by multiplying by 6. So here we have to multiply 12 times 6, and we get 72. So 6 feet is the same thing as 72 inches.